Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee, co-host Raina the Elf. And today's treat, which can be placed in a Christmas stocking, is Paula Deen home cooking jerky bites, which are made with turkey, pea, and berry. So we're going to get Raina started on these. And maybe she'll wear her elf cap all the way through. I don't know. We'll see. You have to admit, she looks pretty cute in it. But what I'm going to do is I am going to show you my basket of possibilities for December. And we're going to talk about them. So first, I've already read and have actually finished this book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And this is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book is from 2017, and I've had it for well over a year in my collection and finally got around to it. So as many of you predicted, yes, I absolutely loved it. What an amazing story this is, really. I'm going to say that it is a life story and a love story. Not a romance, but a love story. And it is about really exactly what the cover implies. It's about a woman, a starlet, whose time was, really in the 60s, 70s, 80s, a little bit into the 90s, who's telling a journalist about her life by discussing each of her 7 husbands, her 7 marriages. So whatever you think about that, whatever comes to mind for you about that, just forget about it. Just read the story, because everything is not as it seems. But yeah, it's lovely, it's emotional, it's funny in some parts, it's sad in some parts, and it's just a great, great story. So yeah, I gave that one 5 stars, and I highly recommend it. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I also finished a very short novella that is a prequel to a series written by a man named L.C. Marino. This is the gentleman who owns a new independent bookstore in town in Williamsburg. This one is called Bury the Child. And the series is called The Haunting of the Whispering House. And I think there are 3 books in the series. I have the first one, and that is called Burn the Girls. So yeah, I finished the prequel. It did make me want to read on. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get to this in December or maybe in January, but I don't want to wait too long because yeah, I'm anxious to read it, especially now after I've digested the prequel for just a little bit. So yeah, little horror for the season, to balance out the joy and the cheerfulness and the elves and all of that kind of thing. So that's okay. Balance is good. So next is a book that I'm actually reading now, and it is called Bright Shadow by Elizabeth Forrest. And now this is an older book. It's from 1997. And this came in my little mystery and thriller package from one of the other independent bookstores in town. And so far, I'm loving this book. I had never heard of this author, but apparently she's written under several different names. So this to me is just the type of book that is so well written and interesting and suspenseful. I just want to sit and read, ever since I started it a couple of days ago. So I'm, working my way through it pretty well. So I'll let you know when I finish what I think of it. But so far, it's definitely kept my interest. So yeah, glad I have that one. Next, I thought I would read a seasonal thriller, or at least somewhat seasonal. So I have The Snowman by Joe Nesbo. This is apparently about a serial killer who kills on the day of the first snowfall and leaves a snowman, a built snowman behind. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's different. Like to find out more about what that's all about. But for me, I mean, I guess I'm safe for this year because we just had our first snowfall yesterday. And there's a snowman in the condo area that's next to mine, the neighborhood next to mine. In fact, it frightened Raina this morning, huh, Raina? That kind of wasn't fair. She turned the corner and there was a snowman and it kind of freaked her out a little bit. But yeah. But there was none left here. So, another neighborhood was selected for the first snowfall. So I guess I'm safe. But anyway, I know that Joe Nesbo is one of those authors who is really liked and appreciated by some people and then not so much by others. I also have his book, The Bat, around here somewhere. But I've consistently heard good things about this one, The Snowman. So maybe not so much on The Bat, not consistently at least. So yeah, it's a little more seasonal, so I'm going to try this one first. So that one's on my TBR. And speaking of seasonal, the last book that I want to talk about is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. And that is by Allie Carter. And this was a book of the month for December of 2024. I found it at a library sale and I decided that, it might be fun for this season. So I saved it for, December. It's a rom-com. It's a cozy mystery kind of thing. So, let's see what I think. I may go running and screaming, back to the horror and the thrillers. But I had to try something different. So let's see. Let's see what I think. So that's my basket of possibilities. Now, I will also have, of course, the book of the month for December. And I'll talk about that soon in another video where, I'll show you all of my choices and, all that good stuff as I usually do. So, yeah. Now, on a more personal level, Donna and I are going to Florida this month. We're with Raina. Raina is coming. We're leaving in a few days, and I'll have some videos from there. So we're going to the same area in Clearwater that we usually go to. I think I've showed it a couple of times now on my channel because we have family there. So also we are going to another area that I have never showed on my channel. So that's coming up soon, and I think you'll enjoy it. I'll be sure to show you all my favorite things in the area. So yeah, we'll have some fun with that. So that's it. I'm looking forward to the rest of the month and the rest of the year, I guess you could say, and all the great reading that I have waiting for me here in my basket, basket of stuff, and for all the traveling that I'll be doing. Looking forward to Christmas and seeing family and friends. And so, I hope you are too. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. One more delicious snack for the road for the elf. I thought she really behaved herself and did a wonderful job keeping her hat on. So take care and have yourself a great day.